Hello, and welcome to your week 6 lecture 3 video. First time we've had that happen. Might not be the only time, but it's the first time. So we're going to go over assignment 1 as promised. I have not posted this on Blackboard yet, so I might clean it up a little bit more, and it might be modified ever so slightly differently. But all of the content is there, and it's not going to change. So in assignment 1, you're going to install 2 new virtual machines. One CentOS 7 and one Linux Mint, which we're going to look at in a few minutes on the breakdown of what you're going to do. In the CentOS 7 one, you're going to be managing some packages, and you're going to install the Linux desktop, or the Cinnamon desktop environment, which is the default one that you use in Linux Mint. And this is it. Whoops, hold on. Right here, minus Baby Yoda. This is Linux Mint. The launcher is not there right now, so I can't show you that really great. But you've actually been using this. You've seen it in my demo videos. Where the hell did my virtual machine just go? There it is. This is Cinnamon running in my CentOS 7 VM. So it's pretty awesome. Usually it's, I don't know, it's a bit choppy lately. Shouldn't be. There we go. Now it's good. Just didn't like being minimized. So it's pretty great. This assignment's worth 15% of your grade. For the due date, see Blackboard, but it's not for a couple weeks. I think it's July 7th. So we're all right there. Sorry, I had to double check and make sure that I was supposed to be doing this in week 6. Yep, it says week 6. So it's going to be due the Friday of week 8, or Friday of week 8, which is July the 8th. So that's pretty awesome. And you're going to submit a bunch of screenshots at the end. You'll see them at the end, so it's not too bad. That's the submission for this one. So first up, new CentOS 7 VM. We're going to do a graphical installation. So I gave you a bunch of information here. I didn't give you all of the instructions and steps for installing it. It's going to be the exact same installation process used as CentOS 1 and Lab 2. You're going to set your username to your Seneca ID, just like you've been using all along. Your password should be the same. Your VM and your host name are going to be A1 CentOS. You're going to set the, it's going to be a network installation. There's the URLs, there's the path name to it, there's the number of CPUs, memory, and disk space. Use the existing virtual network, and unlike most of the VMs you did, there's no custom partitioning. So just straight up use the default partitioning. That's totally fine. And then once you've installed it, you're going to want to install the Cinnamon desktop. There's the command there, yum-y install Cinnamon, and then try to do the rest of the assignment using Cinnamon. So this one I'll show you here to log out and log back in. Bring up my VM. I close this. Let me get out of here. So I'm just going to log out. This is how you switch desktop environments in Linux. It's pretty great when it cooperates. Not sure why it's doing that. Maybe it's mad because I didn't reinstall. Come on. Alright, that wasn't working. So in Cinnamon, you can just click here and quick log out or power off there as well. Or go through the launcher here. I don't know what's going on. It's really slow right now. I think maybe something's funny with the way the cables are plugged into my drive. And it's like losing read and write. There we go. So log out. So after you install Cinnamon, you're going to log out, right? And when you go to log in here, you see that little gear? Hey, look at that. Look at that. So you should see Cinnamon here, and you should just straight up be able to do that. There you go. So once you've installed Cinnamon, you're going to do a bunch of fun stuff. You're going to update the system. You're going to disable SE Linux. Stop, disable, and remove the firewall. Install, start, and enable IP tables. That's it. That's not that bad, is it? That's it for CentOS 7. Pretty great. Should be pretty easy. This part, not too bad. On to virtual machine number 2. This one's a little bit different of an install. So you're going to create a new Linux Mint virtual machine. We're going to use the Cinnamon edition. And I gave you a link to the ISO, so it's easy to find. Use the default partitioning and installation. It's going to be a bit different of an installer layout than what you've seen with CentOS, but it's honestly not that different. We're going to call it, same username and password as your other stuff, right? Your Seneca ID and same password. Call it A1 Mint. This case, it's not a network install, so you have to download the ISO and then boot off that ISO. So it's like doing a DVD install, just without the DVD. You've got the ISO. It's commonly how we install VMs often. Or you can do the network boot. I couldn't find a network boot or a network install option, so that's what we're doing. There's your path name, so var lib libvirt images a1mint.qcow2. Give it 2 gigs of RAM, 20 gigs of space, 2 CPUs. Use your existing disk space. And pretty straightforward. We're not doing much here. We're going to update the system. We're going to use apt instead of yum because Mint is in the Debian family. It's Debian based. It's actually Ubuntu based, which is Debian based. So one of the key differences between Debian based systems and Red Hat based systems, CentOS is in the Red Hat family, is we use apt instead of yum. But the rest of it's the same. And I can actually show you that in my my desktop in a minute. And then you're just going to install Chromium, which is open source Chrome. You might need to Google that. Just saying. I didn't give you instructions there because I didn't give you a lot to do here. So figuring out how to install Chromium should not be too difficult. If you're not sure, hint, Google install Chromium Linux Mint. You'll find it. It's pretty easy. And that's it for assignment 1. Install 2 VMs. It's not that bad. So here's your breakdown. So the 20. 5 marks for each VM installed for A1 CentOS and A1 Mint. 5 marks apiece of that 20. So there's half the marks. And you're going to take screenshots of all this stuff and submit it to the folder on Blackboard. The output of the hostname command for CentOS 1, that's 2 marks. The Cinnamon desktop is installed and you're using it, so just show me a screenshot that you're using it. 2 marks. And show me these 2 things as well. SE Linux has been disabled, so you should know how to do that. And IP tables, show me that the service is running, right? So use systemctl. 2 marks apiece. And for the Mint VM, there's 2 additional marks that you installed Chromium. So we're learning to install some software. It's kind of a cool thing. Can I show you apt? I think I can show you apt quick. And I can help you with apt too if you have any issues. So I'm in my my wife's Mint desktop here. Let's say I want to update the system. Instead of sudo yum update, right, with the optional -y option, which I'm going to omit because I don't want to actually let this command go right now. Sudo apt update. Type your password. And look at it go. Apparently, there's nothing, I don't know. There's some stuff maybe going. I'll have to look at that. Anyway, that's it, right? Sudo apt update. Update your system. Installing Chromium. Well, use the power of Google, but it's not difficult. Not difficult at all. So that's assignment 1. Hopefully you find this to be a pleasant assignment 1 and fun and enjoyable. You will have access to these instructions on Blackboard because I will post them there. I just haven't done it yet. In fact, let me pull up Blackboard now. Right. Oops, let's get rid of week 7. So week 6. Oh shit, I gotta give you a review for your test. That might be another video. You're gonna get a lot of videos this week. Maybe I'll do it in this one because there's only 10 minutes. So week 6, you're gonna see some stuff here that's obviously not there yet because I'm recording it now. Week 7, there's your test. That'll be available next week. And the assignment 1 submission right there, July the 7th, or July the 6th at 11:59 p.m. So that should be July the 6th. What? What was I smoking? I don't know why I said July 6th. July the 7th. That's what it should be. July 7th at 11:59 p.m. So you've got a couple weeks, right? You've got all of this week, all of next week. We're off for a week, and then it's the end of the first week that we're back. You got at least 3 weeks to work on it. Maybe 4, depending on how much work you want to do over reading week. That's not too bad. So the submission folder is right there. Just submit your screenshots. You're good to go. I'll mark it. And, yeah. Hopefully that helps. Now, let's talk about test 1. So test 1 is going to be next week. I'm going to do it in class because I'm supposed to. That seems like a good idea. It's going to be, this used to display so much better on old Blackboard. It's 46 marks in total. 10 multiple choice, which should be hopefully pretty straightforward. It looks like I got to modify some of those. 5 true and false at random. They're going to be asking you everything stuff from everything up to lab 4. I don't think there's anything from lab 5. 1 matching question. Yep, I don't see anything from lab 5. So the matching question, there's 10 marks, there's 10 matches. It's pretty easy. Should sound pretty easy so far, right? 5 short answer. Now, these are, they used to be short and long answer question types in the old Blackboard, and well, they're both called essay questions now. Don't let the fact that it says essay question freak you out. Short answer means pretty short answer. So they'll ask you for like a command, right? What command would you use to back up CentOS 1? So write the command. gzip. And the redirection stuff, right? gzip, redirect into that. You should know this by now. You've done this. Sudo is, if you think you need sudo there, put it in. I'm not going to take marks away if you don't need it. Not necessarily going to take marks away if you do need it either, but I would stick sudo in there because it probably should be there. And then 2 longer answer commands. They were long answer, but again, they're just essay now. And these ones are going to be 3 marks each. Same with the short answer, 3 marks each. So these ones will be things like list the steps to disable and remove FirewallD. List the steps to set SELinux to permissive. Should be pretty easy stuff, right? So it's 23 questions in total for a total of 46 marks. And again, that's from those, well, that matching question is 10 points. It shouldn't be too bad. We're going to do it in class in week 7. So I will see you then. Well, I'm not going to see you in week 7. I'll see you in week 6. I'll see you in class this week. we're going to work on lab 4. Lab 4? Yeah, we're going to work on lab 4. You might want to start working on your assignment. It's totally up to you. And just as a reminder, your first 4 labs are due in week 8 as well. So there's a lot going on that week. Your labs are due. Your assignment is due. Oh, it's a lot of stuff. So with that, take care, be safe. See you in class this week. Have a great week. Bye for now.